Hello everybody, we're playing Heathens today. And it is going to be a game of Fiasco. And if you get at any point you guys are sick of seeing Fiasco, let me know, because I really love this game and I'll play it constantly, but if you guys are tired of it, let me know. Yeah,
I mean, thanks to Fiasco, we have Webball.
Right, Fiasco's a great game. So today's game is a roundtable discussion between 5 of our, and I'm doing air quotes, you can't see it. Just imagine the Harbinger air quoting. Villains. To discuss how they're doing. This is their all hands. We had the crew's all hands. Now, we are dealing with another diggy hole. I make weird noises.
No. I already have one apprentice.
Alright, well, that's enough introduction. Let's just get to the game. Alright, everyone. You can see who's in this call at this point if you're in the Discord, but we have Kole is playing Sal A. Mander.
Salutations.
And Tom Honks is played by Lurid.
Hello.
Rob is playing Bobert.
Hello.
And we've got Ez playing Tisk.
And Ez is dead.
Ez died.
And that was the last time I almost got him.
I was self-muted.
And I am playing the modern Major General. I don't have a voice for the modern Major General, and I'm feeling sad about that.
That's just too bad.
I was supposed to do my voice in the introduction. You'll get it later. We'll get into it. Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, so the setup of this game is the modern Major General has set a meeting at Gibbet's embassy inside Dyad. So we're technically all in Dyad, and he has promised safety to all of you. Like, you guys you guys know your personalities and whether or not you get along or not. And we can decide all that here. If we want to do scenes outside of this room of having a discussion, it has to be treated as a flashback. If you guys want to talk about jobs that you did do together, absolutely. Just say it's a flashback, and we will just play that scene as though it happened before, if that's fine with everybody. I will be dealing the cards because we are playing Fiasco. We go around the table once clockwise, then we stop, turn it around, and go the other way. And this sets up your relationships with the people next to you. So Bobert, you will be setting up relationships with Tom Honks and with Tisk. Sal, you'll be setting up relationships with Tom Honks and Modern Major General. I'll be setting up with Tisk and Sal, and Tisk will be me and Modern Major General and Bobert. It's very easy, I promise. I'm going to deal these cards now.
I heard a rumor about the deck.
Oh? What's the rumor about the deck?
That it's custom.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Every time we've played Fiasco, I've made the deck. Alright, so everybody should have 6 cards. Can you guys see them? Those should be above your names at the bottom left.
Is there a way to get rid of my join voice and audio pop-up?
The way that I get rid of it is I go to the gear and tell it that it cannot receive any of my stuff, and then I click it, and then it tells me that it can't do it. That's how I've been doing it. But if not, I will further complain to roll 20. Not that it ever does anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm down here at the bottom left here. But as is tradition, I can start it off if anybody has got a card that they immediately want to play it, then let me know, or I will just start it off. We are going clockwise, so I am putting down my thing with Tisk first. And I think Tisk, I'm going to play the need. I will make your cards bigger once they get on the thing so everybody can read them. I'm going to play the need that Modern Major General needs to get respect from the common people of all of the seasonal lands. And Step just bought a whole bunch of cards. It's crazy, out of his mind. And he is trying to get Tisk in on that. Like Tisk, the Modern Major General, has approached you with a desire to want to get to know the people of the Undercity. And we don't need to go into character stuff. That'll happen when we start doing scenes. So Tisk, if you want to put down something that ties you to Bobert.
Something that ties me to Bobert.
Indeed.
Well, I'm pretty sure I was running some good merchandise from him. I'm sure things in the underbelly of Consonant were needing my particular services from time to time. I do deal in information. Hard to say. I hate to hold up the game here.
Oh, that's fine. We can pass you and we can just put one down. You want to see how things are going?
Yeah, let's see how things are going.
All right, Bobert, do you got a card to play between you and Tom Honks?
What? Why can't I see them?
Are they down? They should be down at the.
Oh, that's right. This is card based. I'm sorry, I wasn't generating this out of nothing.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'm pulling up my cards. You can come back to me probably in the next step, and I'll figure it out.
All right. Can everybody else see their cards?
Yeah, I'm good now.
All right.
Apparently my eyes are getting bad.
I had to start wearing glasses.
I can go. I don't want to play out of turn, but I can go ahead and play.
Oh, go ahead.
We'll do the scenes. Will start after we go around twice.
Oh.
No, I was just making it bigger so everybody can
Thanks.
see it. One of us owes a debt that the other has yet to repay. You don't need to decide what this debt is, but who owes the debt? Is it you to Bobert or Bobert to you?
I think I owe it to Bobert.
All right. Oh no, you're in Bobert's pocket. That's the worst place to be.
It is the worst place to be.
All right, Bobert, what do you got on Honks?
I'm this one here. Why? Hold on. Technical difficulties.
Are you on a touchpad?
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, there you go. I want this one.
All right. We have a history of backstabbing each other, but for some reason we keep coming back to each other. That works so well.
Yes, it does.
All right, Tom, what you got for Sal?
Or are we just playing relationship cards?
You can play anything. You can play objects, relationships. Relationships are generally the easiest, but I didn't get any in my hand, so I'm going with needs.
Yeah, sure.
what we got.
I
Wish
just
you guys
think
could make it bigger.
I just think we each appreciate what we each do.
All right.
And
So-
we can't make it bigger. At least I cannot. I can rotate them, but that's it.
Yeah, I wish you guys could make them bigger. I think I could give you all like.
Now, if I can just drop it and let you
Yeah.
do.
I will always make it bigger so that the stream can see it real quick. So we know that Tom Honks respects Sal, and Sal respects Tom Honks. That's good to know. What does Sal think of the modern Major General, though? What's our relationship? Or need, or object that binds us?
Well, I think with our mutual association with the Silver Thimble, we have a need for power at any cost.
Okay, so Sal and Modern Major General want power at any cost. That's a wild, terrifying thing to think about. Okay, so between because now we're going counterclockwise. So now it's me to Sal, Sal to. We know what counterclockwise means.
Or anti-clockwise.
Oh,
for the rest of it.
Do they call it anti-clockwise?
It is called anti-clockwise in several different places outside the United States.
Well, shit, I didn't know that. Okay. So I think me and Sal had a recent, we got a recent haul. Like me and you did something. Like some of our shenanigans have recently paid off, and we have. I don't know why I moved that card around so much. But we'll discuss what that is once we get started. So we need power at any cost, and we have clearly worked together. All right, Sal, how do you feel about Tom? Other than respectful, we got to honor the cards that came before it.
Well, I believe both of us are attempting to blackmail a villain together.
Oh shit, who we blackmailing? Oh wait, they'll come later. I really love the power dynamic of Tom Honks and Sal trying to blackmail somebody.
Well, it's gotta be somebody that has something on one of us.
Well, that ties into both our interests. Because I've been trying to get dirt on Bobert forever so that I can sell it to Krieg for the promise of consonant.
All right, so you brought a recording device to this meeting.
Yep.
All right.
I don't care much what anyone else has to say other than Bobert.
Just got to get Bobert talking. Is that what you're trying to... That ties into the blackmail then, correct?
If that works, or unless you had someone else in mind.
No, that works perfectly fine for me.
Mm-hmm.
And Bobert, how do you feel about Tisk?
Alrighty. Now let's see what we've got here.
Bobbert's got to play his card on Tisk real quick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go out of turn.
Just fucking crazy. Nika's dying. I was okay until Nika started laughing.
Thinking we need to pull off the job.
Oh shit, the job.
Yeah, the job, boss, the job.
I don't really like that.
Alright, Tisk, what's the relationship between you and Modern Major General? Modern Major General is the leader of Gibbet, in case anybody is missing that.
I'm gonna say on account of a most embarrassing incident that happened back a couple whiles with a huge raid on my pawn shop that I don't rightly trust him. But we do need each other to get what we want.
That's fair. That's fair. Like, there were 3 disposed bodies in a mimic chest in your establishment.
Yeah, a couple more of them were about to ice me myself, but that dashing boy Joaquin took care of them for me.
So dashing. Excellent. All right, so thanks everybody for that, for 100%. Now, if you have other cards, and as we're playing a scene, and you want to spice that scene up by playing one of those cards, just go ahead and drag it out of your hand to, absolutely, that's not how Fiasco is normally played, but I love the fact that we do it once in a while, so feel free to, like, use that to add a splash to it.
We're used to playing cards here.
Yeah, right? So just do it, make it fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to do scenes. You do not need to include anybody particularly in any of your scenes. It's generally better if you do, though. I'm going to start off as the Modern Major General, and I'm going to start with a... Oh, somebody put a positive thing over there. Let me just recall that back. Boop. And I'm going to start with this, and you guys tell me if it ends positively by coming over here and clicking on one of these positive things and dragging it to the center, or negatively by clicking on one of the negative ones and drag it to the center. And that's how it works for all of them. Like, we decide whether your scene is good or bad. And then we just roleplay it. But I'm just going to kick it off with the Modern Major General set this meet up, and he's just like, looks around, he's like, welcome one and all. Bobert, thank you for coming down, and it's always a pleasure to see you, Honks. And of course, Tisk and Sal had to travel the least distance, but I appreciate you making time.
Hello.
No problem. Problem at all.
Oh, it's always good to be here.
Now, did anybody else need any more drinks, snacks? Are we all okay? I'd like to be a hospitable host.
Some more of these biscuits would be great.
Absolutely. And he snaps his fingers.
There would be crackers.
He's like, of course. Are the biscuits not cracker enough for you? I'm sorry. I'll get you crackers. And he's just like, he calls for crackers and drinks all around.
Do you have any shrimp cocktails?
I'm sorry, Bobert. What was that?
Shrimp cocktails?
Absolutely. They have the shrimp cocktails right there, and it is just like, what if a Manhattan didn't have cherries, but instead had brine shrimp, like muddled brine shrimp? That is the cocktail.
Bah, you flamingos and your shrimp.
You just don't know good taste.
Tisk has made a giant mess in front of him, not only with a coaster from a previous drink that he has basically torn apart in a fidget, and then there's just a scattering of pistachio shells, and it's like, if I could get some more of those pistachio shells, I've got a terrible hunger right now.
Has Tisk actually eaten the pistachios, or is there a pile of shells and a pile of fully shelled pistachios?
Yes.
Thank you.
Every once in a while, he'll kind of like grab one, but there's still a huge pile of them. He really just needs more to process.
Absolutely. So they bring you out the rest of your snacks, and Modern Major General stands to his full height. He's probably the shortest, if not the second shortest of all of you. Tom Honks might be shorter than him. But he stands up and he's just like, I have called you all here to have a pleasant conversation, a cordial conversation regarding our dear friends, the Wander crew over at the Silver Thimble. I know for a fact they have stepped on a couple of our plans. Tom Honks, I've heard that you recently were grievously attacked by them. The whole crew showed up at your home, uninvited.
Will you escape? Again!
And of course, Bobert, they have been non-stop giving you issues. They've, even in this town of Dyad, they have slain many of your flamingo brethren. And
Yeah, our
Sal,
numbers are dropping, but they still seem to have more. Just pop right up. We breed like wild ones.
we have noticed that. You have an amazing speed of reproduction.
Bird's always horny.
I don't like hearing that, but alas. And Tisk, you've settled in nicely. How goes the pawn shop?
Well, you know, I get a lot of good stuff from the Wander crew. I got a lot of things moving through. They buy lots of stuff. They buy the weirdest stuff. It's really the best shop I could have dreamed of. But yeah, no hard loyalties there.
And he looks over at Sal. He's like, Sal, I have it on good information that you perhaps have thrown in with them a little bit. I hear that you're making passing advances and one of their officers' lore?
What can I say? They are a tool, a means to be used.
It's just like an eye. At Gibbet, I thought we were staying out of it. I thought they were buying our batteries. But we have recently, and he pulls out a file. At any point during this, you guys can put in the positive and negative. Let me know how it ends, because the scenes don't have to go on forever. But he just slaps down a file, and you see a picture of Akana, caught on a security camera, and then a picture of her again dressed up as a web ball sports manager because she's managing Midnight. And he's just like, I have proof that they have infiltrated Gibbet. It's like they have been here once when they cut out the entire power supply to my precious city. They have no idea what it is they've done. They broke one of my trains. They destroyed my communications, my interior communications, and they launched my secret escape room, which is not a tour. It's not where you go in and have to escape. It was a fully functional secret layer with an escape button.
Those are hard to reinstall.
Those are incredibly hard to reinstall. The mechanic we have to go to the Neverglades for it, and the squirrels don't like me. It's just so what are we going to do about them? It's other than Tisk here, we have all been suffering at their hand, whereas Tisk has been clearly making a rather good profit off of them, and I feel like... Tisk, do you think possibly we could slip some mana batteries into your shop, or mana battery dependent equipment? Maybe get them used to the idea, get them using them more.
It's a pawn shop, General. I mean, if things come in from every which direction, who knows where they're coming in from? Who knows where they're going? It's really easy to mix up that merchandise. And a shrewd businessman such as myself, you never want to get too locked into one basket of eggs. You gotta stay diversified.
Okay, so this is gonna end negatively for him. He's just diversified, but yes. We'll flood the market. So I think he got the wrong message from Tisk saying that we could put things there, and the shop is going to begin seeing a ton of items, but it's not particularly like clever about it. It's like a battery company putting out toys. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, you can buy this Game Gear, but it takes 6 fucking double A's, and Energizer's just like, yes.
Yeah, and I think Tisk was mostly trying to say like, no, I don't have any loyalty. I need to keep playing the field.
Oh, for sure. Alright, Tisk, and would you like to do a scene now? And again, it doesn't have to be at this table, but if we, like, a just straight up conversation should be at this table.
I think I'd like to... I don't know, see, I'd like to... I want to make sure we're involving another character, but kind of curious to maybe see if we can play into or unravel some of, like, why were those 3 gibbet agents in a mimic chest? You know, how did that come to play out? But I don't want to cut out somebody else's. Maybe we could work that into a later. But
yeah, sure. I could definitely see that working out.
Maybe just for now, I think. Oh, let's see. Can we do a scene with maybe? Do I need to do one with Major General or just any?
Nope.
Any
you can go anybody.
Let's do a scene with Bobert, if Bobert's up for it. With us kind of having. Let's talk about what's the job. What are we doing?
Well, I do have quite a many of flamingos around in this area now. It sure would be nice to have distribution increased of some more product.
So did we have sort of our own secret meeting correspondence at some other time where where Bobert's really enlisted my help in terms of, you know, figuring out, pulling off this job of increasing distribution?
That's the impression I got from our little tidbit message from.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Do we want to play that scene out where you're coming to me and just say like, hey, you're connected here in Consonant, you're now at the Silver Thimble, you are in a position to kind of be distributing all this random assortment of stuff. You know, I need to move product, I need to get my influence into some different spheres. Do you want to play that one out?
Yeah, especially if you're trying to connect more with Gibbet. Be nice to spread more product through.
Sweet. So where did this occur? I'm wondering. Did you come to me at the Silver Thimble, 3rd location? I can't imagine Bobert coming to the Silver Thimble.
Oh no,
did,
I definitely
that
have.
one time in the April Fool's game.
Oh, here we go. Like, don't worry. I know where you guys can have this meeting.
Oh yeah, that's a perfect location.
Like, nobody goes in there. The windows have been boarded up. Nobody thinks Bobert's there.
You know, I'm almost wondering. So Tisk is a notorious card shark. Did they meet by chance as I was a patron and, you know, I'm pulled off the floor by security on this, like, dude, we know you're card counting. Like, the odds just don't. This doesn't stack up. And in that, it's like, oh, hey, I know who you are. I actually know your deal, Tisk, and we can forget this whole problem that we just had of you trying to fleece my casino if we, you know, we work out a little deal.
I think most definitely that makes the most sense of
let's
how
do
we
it.
came about.
Yeah, I like that. It's just kind of Tisk is a con man of an asshole, and I kind of like the idea that he's just on a little pleasure trip, and someone's competent enough, he's trying to just fuck around in your establishment, and you're just like, no, we deal with cheaters and card sharks and card counters and your ilk all the time. We take care of them. All right, so two of your security guards have just pulled me off of the floor, and they got me in that back room where they're basically like, okay, dude, we know you're not specifically doing anything that's not sanctioned, but you're winning a bit too much, which means you're not welcome here anymore. Things are going to come to blows. This is where it's going to get ugly for you. And then maybe I get a chance to meet you. Maybe you recognize me because I'm up and coming in the underworld.
Yeah, and we can totally let this slide if you just give me a hand with some distribution.
I think one of the flamingos standing next to the security flamingo. This one is I can't think of his name. It's not William. We know it's not William. I can't think of his name, but he pushes Tisk in the office. He's like, "Sir, here's the one you asked us to bring up." And the other one pulls out a hammer and it's just like softly patting it into their other like feathered hand.
Oh, we got a positive.
All right, so it ends well for you two. But like, what's the scene look like? Have that conversation, please.
Like, whoa, everybody, just calm down. Everybody, I don't even know what I'm being brought in for. I mean, what's wrong with a man coming in and playing a little cards from now and again?
I've known quite about you and about what you're up to. I can tell that you're scamming me. So either I can make things more difficult next time you play, or we can find a more convenient way to make amends.
Oh no! You are such a powerful and respectable flamingo. I don't want to cross on your bad side here. Dude, Tisk is everybody's friend.
Well, that's what I hear. I hear you're friends with many different people in different areas, and it'd be nice to have someone make those connections for me, because I'm just way too busy with these casinos to be seen about and going to all these places like Gibbet.
Yeah, let Tisk do it all for you. Let good old Tisk handle all the dirty work down with the common folk. I'm real good at it. I talk to everybody in my shop, day in, day out, running deals, selling merchandise. I can do it for you. I can do it for you. We can put away the hammers, get the guards off my feathers.
Yeah, we can get rid of this hammer for you and keep the security guards at a distance now that you're gonna work with me here and do some distributions.
Of course.
I have some dream crystals that I'd like to distribute through to my other flamingos in other areas.
Fine stuff.
Perfect. I kind of liked that. I wanted that to be kind of like pull off the job. That sounds mastering great. Like distributions.
Yeah, like the job is just like the overarching job, not like a big heist, but like...
Yeah, Tisk is... And this is kind of the first step in it. I don't think Tisk represents like the end-all be-all in your distribution, but it's a foothold.
Yeah, that feels great. Like, I like the fact that this sets up the whole, like, this happened before that last game of Fiasco that you played with Tisk. This has been going on for a long time.
He's unfortunately, he wants to get rich. He wants to cheat everyone. He wants to take the easy way out, but he just keeps pissing people off, and as soon as he pisses people off, he placates and yes-mans. And he's getting himself twisted in this web of everybody else's shit, and it's gonna bite him at some point, but for now, he's staying ahead of it.
As long as you stick close to Bobert will help you out and keep you safe.
Until he's at gunpoint with some enemy of Bobert, and then he'll sell you out, but, you know.
Sorry, was it? I'll be right. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just typing something. All right. Absolutely, I love that scene. Like, it went positive, so we know that this partnership is not just like. It's a good partnership. I think they both see something in it, but we do know Tisk has to still pay back. Like, he has to pay back his winnings. If that sounds good. Or like he loaned you a bunch of drugs and you have to like work the package situation.
Oh, it's the multi-level marketing scheme. Awesome.
Oh, totally.
Yes, that's perfect.
Except the sales pitch was not like buy in and, you'll definitely make it big. It was buy in because otherwise I'm just going to break your wings right here.
With this hammer. Yeah.
Yeah, no, love it. Good stuff.
Absolutely. Bobert, do you have a scene that you would like to do? And it can be anywhere, anytime, or just a conversation at this table.
Well, I'd like to talk to Tom Honks and try and see if there's anything like.
We could do the conversation right before you took over continent. Like, was it a hostile takeover or like a peaceful transfer of power type thing?
Can we do a peaceful transfer?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, with you being with Krieg every now and then, it's been a hostile, but doing a peaceful transfer of everything would see a future of more promise between us two.
I don't really want to get shot at again.
I'm just trying to be a lover from now on, moving forward, just making everyone love flamingos and that we're peaceful creatures.
But you're taking my city.
But we're just redistributions. Things will be similar. There's not going to be a lot of changes.
And that was the moment I started plotting their murder. As I call a cab and make my way out the city.
Oh, do you actually, are you leaving the city for like, oh, what's this?
Gotta get away for a while.
You're plotting Bobert's murder.
Oh, I was going to say he's going to use a disguise kit if he's running away.
Could be both.
Oh, yeah, for sure. We can definitely do that.
I'm glad to see that attempt
disguised as a cab driver.
Okay, all right. Let me make sure I got this right. So Bobert shows up to Consonant, and the takeover is at the same time the party is there for the first time. So during that game, if everybody doesn't remember, we went to Consonant for a beach game. Krieg got into some shit and got arrested, and he was getting reservoir dogged by Tom Honks. Specifically, this like stuck in the middle with you scene. Or that was what was about to happen to Krieg. And then
somehow there were flamingo security everywhere.
Right? Suddenly there were flamingo security everywhere. Suddenly Bobert showed up and was just like, no, we'll let you out situation. Yeah, I'm good with that. But does that mean that ended positively or negatively for Bobert? Probably negatively. He's got somebody that wants to murder him now.
Yeah, that was my thoughts. I don't really see a positive outlook on that one.
And now, you don't have to tell me right now, but let's keep in mind, where did Tom Honks go? Just so I know that for the future of the story.
Maybe hiding out at the secret recipe.
Could be hiding out at the secret recipe for sure. At Krieg's restaurant and hotel.
And Gemini's.
And Gemini's, yeah. It also has a bunch of ghosts that are the servants, for the record, in case everybody missed that. Ghosts. All right, Tom, what's you seen?
I'm thinking when Sal and Honks agree to start blackmailing someone. We had to have come across that. We had to have come across that agreement at some point.
Oh, yes.
Where could that have been? You're running for mayor. Or you are mayor?
He is the king of the eastern side. He wants to run for mayor. Mayor is going to be the leader of the whole city of Dyad, but they haven't officially gotten to that yet.
You see, we're villains, so clearly we just kept talking in the movie theater in Dyad.
We rented out the whole theater.
What movie were you watching? Were you watching Frog Club again?
Yeah, I was gonna say Frog Club.
Frog Club 2.
Oh shit!
Sequel came out.
The Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you two are on the screen. There's some weird version of Frog, Brad Pitt fighting Frog Meatloaf. Oh wait, no. Frog Meatloaf died in the first movie.
That flamingo's becoming too big of a head.
Yes,
he's be done about him.
He's drawing a lot of attention to himself.
And he seems to have his feathers everywhere.
You and I need to find a way to get him in our pockets, so to speak.
Have you gotten the meeting from the modern Major General? Might be our time to strike.
We can get some information. There are interested parties willing to pay for it.
Not just one.
I think this is a case of a bird flying a little too high to the sun.
I like this alliance, and I would like to see it move forward.
You can find out the time and place. I can set us up.
I think they'll do quite right.
Are you trying to set up a conversation with the modern Major General? Right now, is that what you're doing? Because we can tack that onto that scene. We can just say he shows up.
No, I was gonna say prepare a plan.
Oh, okay, got it.
For the meeting.
Oh, for sure.
Decided.
Oh, for this meeting, absolutely.
Yes, this meeting.
Yep. All right. Love it. All right, Sal. I accidentally started that flamingo song that Ez sent me, and it just keeps going on in the background because I have it on loop. Flamingo. Anyway, sorry. Sal, what is your scene? What would you like to do?
This is at the table. He's gonna take everybody in and then turn towards Bobert. And out of the little pocket in his coat, he's gonna produce a small little like idol-like thing, and like give it to Bobert. We might not always be doing business, but I wanted to give you a small little token of my appreciation of taking most of the heat from the Wander crew.
Well, this is unexpected and a pleasant gift. I just would love to take this.
He doesn't know it's cursed, though.
I'll have him already accepting it. Yep, I'm already taking it, though.
What kind of curse do you want on that? Is it like a tracking device? Is it a bomb?
I think it's an object that gets him to speak just a little too much about things. Let information slip a little bit more. That sort of thing.
Okay, all right.
Oh, this is a great gift. I'll just put this with my other collectible items, and hopefully
it's more of a charm, you see. Keep it on you. It'll lead to good things. And Sal just grins really widely.
I mean, if you were just taking that, I can't see a reason that is not just a positive thing for Sal.
Right.
Yeah. After that, he kind of like looks at Tom Honks and like does a really shitty wink. Like he doesn't like know how to wink right away. He, like his like entire face switches.
That's like a lizard thing that he's doing.
Yeah.
Just licks one of his eyes.
You know, the other eyelids come out instead. He's like, oh.
Modern Major General at the table just looks over at Tisk and just shrugs. How come I didn't get a gift? I bought all of these snacks. I bought you biscuits that you asked for.
Oh, I thought our gift was the haul that we'd had.
Absolutely. And like I think that is the perfect time we get a flashback that is like you see the Modern Major General and Tisk and Sal standing over a massive hole with like a train leading into it, and this is a couple days ago, and it's like finally the tunnel is finished. We're able to get from here straight into Yoke and into Folksong without worrying about the Tatzelworm or those dwarves or those sea serpents. We can just go right underneath, clean shot.
Yeah, it's quite an ingenious little device we made here.
The guy I've been like, it was good cover thinking that telling them that we were just inventing on their radio towers, and then thinking that we were just clear cutting the forest. But no, now we can have access to all of that magic, the potential, and like they've been bringing back a massive amount of magical items, and some of them are like kind of muddy, but like you see just giant gems, like definitely magical in nature, like loads of griffin eggs and like little unicorn colts, and like, haha, finally, look at this haul. It's like the batteries we'll be able to make with these will be next to nothing. Nothing will be close to them.
Think a little bigger. You don't have to stop at just batteries. All sorts of things you could come up with.
I would love to pick your brain on what you think could be a interesting use for mana batteries.
And then Sal just like tongue goes into his nose and then goes back in his mouth. He's like, of course.
And then, like, we get back to the scene. It's just like, now, me and Sal have had this conversation. This is around the table it flashes back to. Can any of you think of other uses for mana batteries that we haven't explored? I haven't thought to ask you. Like, we are the specialists, we understand, but you would have specific knowledge of what we could do with these.
You could. You could market them as the collectible lines.
And he stops and he thinks, he's just like, with Sal's know-how of miniature crafting, art, and Bobert's crystals, and Tisk's shop, what if we begin... And he starts, like, snapping his fingers, and it's just like, fast forward to like an hour later, and we have like a perfectly carved out like little figurine sitting on the table, and it's just like, and he motions at that, and it's glowing softly, but it's not glowing green. It's just like, specifically, it's glowing like a soft yellow, like a nightlight. It's just, but it's not connected to anything. And it's just like, what if we sell these little collectibles? Everybody will keep them in their room. A little bit more influence, Bobert. A little bit different way of like using the dream crystals. A bit of surveillance, if you will. Somebody needs to tell me if this works or not.
You know, I think with all the influence and all the ideas, I honestly think this is like a straight positive.
Absolutely. Alright, so I have a positive and a negative, which never goes particularly well. Alright, and now we go the other way. Now we go back to Sal. Unless Tisk, you have a scene right now, and then we can just keep going this way.
No, let's keep rolling it around.
Alright, Sal, you're up. We have decided to sell little precious moment statues all over the world with illicit goals.
Like little cute figurines of the creature they were made from.
Just like, maybe like, almost like Pokemon style. Like, no two are the same, but you want to have the biggest collection that you can. I feel like a lot of people are just going to get obsessed with these.
Oh yeah. Especially if you make them hot.
Oh yeah. Big tittied statues. Big tittied anime statues.
Works for drink powder, so.
I'm just going to say it. That's the weirdest shit any of you guys do. But you do you. Live your life. Drink your weird horny powder.
I just ordered some.
Now, we all have these dealings with the Wander Crew now and then. What is quite interesting to me is how attached they seem to be to Bobert and you, Mr. Major General. Surely there's a solution we can come to that might be able to get them off your backs, so to speak.
Major General is just like, I'm listening. I am definitely interested in getting them off my back and out of my city.
Well, I think the main thing you have to think about is why. Why are they accosting you? For Bobert, I can only surmise that it's your need to earn more money and just own everything.
Now, I would do anything to just figure out why they're so interested. They use the mana batteries, clearly. One of their ilk is our major spokesman for the mana battery energy drink line.
What about those? I point at the pictures.
This is what I'm concerned about. I have it on... Oh, 1 second. Here we go. I have it on good authority with this stolen file that we have produced that this is their spy master, Akana. I know this for sure.
Well, I think the logical explanation and solution is either get your own man on the inside, have them gummy up the works, so to speak,
Oh, go ahead.
Or you make them disinterested in your technology somehow. One's a little easier than the other.
Selling them our technology has been paying dividends thus far and has really been expanding the brand.
It's also drawn a lot of attention to you.
You saying you need someone on the inside of the silver thimble?
Yes, a person with connections inside that could turn the attention away from all of us. A little bit here, a little bit there.
Oh, I wonder who that could be at this here table.
You see General do the thing where he's touching his beard, but again it's just a gas mask nozzle thing, so he's just stroking that. And he's just my kind, as beautiful as we are pretty distinctive. And every gibbet person you've ever seen wears a gas mask, a big coat, and a generally glowing green. It's just so yes, Tisk, you've already planted. Tisk, you're already firmly planted in the silver thimble. Beneath it, but still in it, of it.
Yes, and you're just the right type of eccentric personality that they seem to flock to.
They do seem to like the eccentric personalities. No offense, Bobert.
None taken.
Do we get Tisk? Are you up to try to join the Wander crew?
Oh, if you need a man on the inside, I'm here to do it. I'm a charmer. I'm a gentleman.
Yes, after all, who can resist your smile and charms?
And Tisk gives the most... I can't describe how his beak contorts to produce this smile and the way his eyes narrow, but there's a touch of charm in it, but it's nothing short of terrifying otherwise. You're really not sure how he manages to charisma his way into anything. But here we are.
Absolutely. I look forward to Tisk making his way through the academy. Gonna write that game idea down right now. Don't want to lose that.
I already have Krieg right hand.
Yeah, I ended. I think that ended positively for Sal. So 2 positives for Sal, a positive and a negative for.
And I think we have something that Modern Major General and Tisk both do not trust each other, but I think we have something that General needs out of Tisk. As a man on the inside.
Absolutely. I need something from you. I don't trust you. I've seen you too much with them. Also, you know where 3 of my men's bodies went.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, it's fair. Modern Major General has no concept that you did that. Alright. Honks, what's your scene?
Thinking, how do we get everyone to spill the beans? Thinking, let's say, this is at the table now.
Alright.
We're looking for someone to get on the inside. I'm already there. The only thing I need to know is what you know and what we need to find out.
It's like, don't get me wrong, the secret recipe is definitely close to the silver thimble, but aren't you slightly scared? Like, you used to be Krieg's right-hand man, but are you sure that you can get back in his good graces?
There's one thing I know about that lizard, is he never forgets an asset.
General just nods. So you need more of our information. What information could you guaranteed provide us? And what kind of assurances do we have that you won't just tell the highest bidder? You softly hear the chandelier above us, like, creaking.
Hmm.
It's like, I would hate to have anything that's said inside this room get back to the Wander crew.
Well, you can have it straight from me. My beak is sealed.
Oh, somebody tried to play the positive for it. So here we go. I'll set it right here. Yeah, I guess because it's positive, we all believe you. What's one secret we all can share?
Yeah, I'm sorry there. I thought for a second you were addressing Honks and not Tisk.
Oh yeah.
So that.
Oh, we're good. So a secret that the Major General would share with Tisk over this is just like, it's like, as you know, the Wander crew have become suspicious of our batteries. Some of them, not all of them. Most of them use it fair and square, and some of them believe that they might be made of people. We've recently created a farming situation. We farm fish that we feed the mana batteries to, and they supply even greater, more powerful mana batteries. It's cyclical. Now, we learned this by watching the Wander crew on their adventures. We have been keeping a tight eye on them, but only once they leave the city. We cannot take the risk of being caught spying inside the city. So, just so you know, as long as they are on the seasonal side of the planet, which is just, whenever they say seasonal, you guys know it means this triangle. Whenever they're on seasonal, we have eyes on them. And that is his secret. You guys are being spied on, that the Wander crew is being spied on outside of the Silver Thimble at all times. And you guys feel free to make up whatever bullshit secret you want. I'm cool. Narrative power goes to you.
So, in terms of the 5 individuals in this room, how well known is the fact that Krieg, Nickel, Karam, and Joaquin are running their own underground, not only to keep the Wander Crew and the Silver Thimble fed, but also to kind of further some other goals.
That
How
is
long-
known exclusively to you, to Tisk, and to Sal.
I think, yeah, okay, so I think maybe one of you might know it. And I'm sure, Honks, you've seen lots of things in dealing with your former partner, Krieg. But the Wander Crew's got its own little underbelly, and it's Krieg and Joaquin and Nickel and Karam. They're running their own little scheme there. Now their loyalty is with the Wander Crew, but they got an underbelly, and they are running some dark secrets, and they are running their own scams. We got leverage there, boys.
The Major General, like, sits up. He's just like, Krieg, I heard he was leaving the company in order to run for mayor, it says.
Oh, he's leaving on paper for sure, and he's abdicating any officer rank that he's got with the organization, but he's got his finger in every pot. He's the least trustworthy one in that bunch.
Much like our friend Bobert here, Krieg loves the money and does anything to get it.
Money is a beautiful thing.
Hmm. And some would say for Krieg, it's all life is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with just get like those two secrets of being perfectly fine. And then we passing out of the scene. As long as you're good with that, Lurid. You good with like
Perfect.
absolutely. All right, Bobert, what's your scene?
I kind of feel like I should play off that last scene with the cursed object and say something
Oh,
that
for
I
fucking
probably
shit.
shouldn't.
Absolutely.
But
I can set that up for you if you want.
that would be perfect.
All right, I'm gonna give you the -1 just to start this one because I know based on what you just said right there, it's just like it's gonna be negative.
Mm-hmm.
Bobert, like you are going to reveal the fact, like you are meaning to say something else, but what you do say is the fact that you are actually in the Silver Thimble right now. Not you've been living there. Right now you are here, but you have been living out of the what everybody thinks is the abandoned Bobert's Casino and Spa. Like nobody knew where your base of operations was, and that's the secret you let slip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the great thing about having all these flamingos and having these connections all over is that it's been difficult to track me down, and yet here I am. I've just been hanging out at my OG location, just hanging out at my spa. It's pretty convenient.
What room? I'm in the penthouse.
Oh, you're in the secret recipe, aren't you? Or
Right. It's different.
the secret recipe and Bobert's Casino and Spa, two different but competing restaurant type places.
Mm-hmm.
Major General looks up and he's just like, he pulls out another picture. He's just like, are you saying that this is a phony? This is a doppelganger of some kind? He throws down a picture of it sees you like last week walking around Dyad. And I am giving I'm throwing out there the idea that Bobert is dressing other flamingos up like him.
Oh yeah, it's totally the way to go when you have such prestige and money and fame. You want to have decoys floating around so that way you don't get sidetracked with the business of everything. Gotta stay focused if you want to be making all this money.
You see the Major General like flipping through his book. He's just like, this is fascinating. this is a good idea. There aren't many people that look like me to pass off. And he's like, you see him like tapping his like gas mask. But yeah, if that's a good enough scene for you, it's a good enough scene for me.
Yeah, I got my negative out of it. It's what I've always wanted.
All right, Tisk, what do you got?
I think we need to do a scene where Tisk and, if you're game for it, Tisk and Joaquin are having a little bit of a chit chat.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, all right. How do you want to do this? Like,
So
who wants? Oh, God.
Go ahead.
I was like, who wants to play Tisk and or Joaquin when you're not playing Tisk and or Joaquin? Or are you gonna talk to yourself?
Oh, I'm talking to myself. It's
All
just
right.
if you'll entertain me.
I will. I'm here for it. I just didn't know if you were comfortable doing it.
Yeah, no, I'm here for it.
All right. I'm trying to find his art as I scroll down. I can't remember what it was named. Oh wait, I do remember. All right.
So this is taking place probably as we are setting up shop at his new Silver Thimble location. He's in a safer place, and Joaquin is sort of kind of checking in on him and sort of about to lay down some law or some stipulations, or here's the devil's in the details for his new enterprises.
Absolutely.
So we open with sort of Tisk getting everything set up, new merchandise, just kind of getting the shelves stocked, getting all the fronting of the merchandise in the right place to get everything set up. And Joaquin kind of walks in through the front door. And he's like, "Well, hello there, my good friend Tisk. It's nice to see you're getting set up here. Do you have a moment for me?" And Tisk replies, "Oh, Red, how you doing? Yeah, no, awful nice of you to check in on me. I'm so happy to have this wonderful place here at the new Silver Thimble location. Things got a little hot at the Consonance place. We'll run back to that and see if we can do some other stuff. I'm awful grateful you were able to give me some protection, offer me this place here." "Yes, no, about that. As I talked to you earlier, there's going to be some stipulations regarding that." Yes, of course. No, I understand. It's all going to be based on certain rules and regulations. I do expect there's a little quid pro quo to be had. You wanted to talk to me about that? Yeah, no, about that. The issue at hand, Tisk, is there's one reason only that I saved your sorry hide from that shithole in Consonant, and that's because I need you on the inside here. We have our own information sources on the underbellies of the world here, but we need more connections, more information, and I know you're connected through all the other businesses here. And I know you have business dealings with Bobert, and I know you've been running stuff for him. I know there are other folks out there that may or may not want things in the best interest of the Wander crew. But you're well connected, and I know you can pay me this favor. I know you're a man of respect and loyalty, and you appreciate the favor that we've done for you here. You need to give us the information as well. I need to have you on the inside, and I need to know that you're going to be feeding that information back to me. Are we understood? Because this gravy train can end at any time, And the Wander crew, as you know, has a good habit of making people disappear if they're no longer advantageous to our means. Are you getting my message here? Oh yeah, no, loud and clear, Red, loud and clear. No, it's all gonna be good. Yeah, no, I got dealings with Bobert. I'm talking with all the other. I'm up and coming. I'm making my way up in the world. And you know what? I think things are gonna be good if we keep having a friendly relationship. There's no need to stick the nastier types. And he kind of looks and imagines. Kind of if you could see this like a thought bubble coming out of Tisk's head, it's just picturing Nickel and especially Karam, who's like just Karam is chomping at the bit to kill him, and he knows it. He knows he's on the shit list. He knows he's gotta play to Joaquin's interests just well enough, or you know, basically the assassins essentially of the Wander crew group are going to be coming after him. It's just like, I'm appreciative to hear that, Tisk. I hope this continues to be a lucrative cooperative effort, and I trust that your loyalty is secured based on our mutual goodwill and our mutual understanding that things are only gonna go well for you if you stay in my good graces. Are we understood? Yeah, no, loud and clear, Red, loud and clear. And scene ends.
I love that. I especially love it as like that's when you see Tisk like pull out his like in the meeting he's having that thought, and that's when he pulls out his butterfly knife and just starts fiddling with it a lot.
Oh yeah, no, he's doing the flip, open, close, open, close, open, close.
And so
as he's revealed that the mob squad has its own designs, he's kind of fiddling with his knife, thinking about like, shit, you know. Because Tisk is here. We're just gonna lay it on the line here, folks. Tisk is a coward, and he doesn't have any real skills or power of his own, but he is known to con both sides, triple agent, quadruple agent, and he is here to pit everybody against each other, and he's here to jump to whatever side's winning at the last possible second. So who knows?
Absolutely. So now it's the turn. So everybody flip over your cards. If you can't flip them over, I'll flip them over for you. It's not gonna, whatever it is, it's not gonna be me, because I am at. So take your highest card and I'm the only one with 2 cards, so I'm the only one that's gonna have to like do any math, just other than adding. So I'm gonna flip. Why can't I flip this card?
Perfect.
All right, so Bobert has 8 red 8. Tom Honks has blue 6. Sal has blue 3. And Tisk has blue 7. Oh, so Tisk and Bobert, you have to pick one of those 2 cards of yours, and that is what's going to happen. Like that gets added to the game. So like Tisk has paranoia, what seemed like pure luck isn't, or failure, someone or something survives against all the odds. Like just that becomes like part of the story. And Bobert has innocent, someone blissfully ignores the obvious signs, which is funny. Or alternatively, innocent, somebody is not so innocent after all.
So I want to pick the someone who's blissfully ignorant of all the signs. Because I feel that Bobert now telling everybody where he's been hiding out, the real Bobert's been really hiding out. Now he also, so he pretty much laid out his entire business plan and everything to everybody.
And I think I want to go with failure, someone or something survives against all the odds. Because I'm real worried about Tisk here. And I think everything is stacked to someone's going to kill him at some point. But I want to see him just... I'm not saying he comes out on top or gains something out of it. He might end up fleeing or crawling out of, the worst possible scenario and having to start from scratch in a totally different place to maybe never be seen again. But I think he's going to make it out by the skin of his teeth against all the odds.
I'm sorry. We all know that in the scheme of things, even if Karam does in fact go to the lever action and burn it down, Tisk will live. That is just something we know based on that card. And that's fun. Alright, so, and with that, we start our new set of scenes. And these ones should be oh no, we're doing great, so I'm not gonna, no notes. Does anybody have a scene that they would like to do? Because we can start a completely different order. We each got 2 more scenes to do. And we can just take them in whatever order we want. It's I have an idea if nobody else has an idea right away.
Yeah, I'll defer to the group or to Alan.
I don't really have an idea.
Alright. So...
Been quite indulgent already.
we go to, it's in this room, and you see Major General looking around. He's just you've all trusted me with many of your secrets, shared, Bobert has even willingly shared his location at this time. That is a level of trust I feel is necessary to reciprocate. And he steps up, he's come, follow me. And you're all in the embassy of Gibbet in Dyad. And he leads you down some hallways and into another room, and then you see just a vat of green, glowing liquid. It's the biggest mana battery you've ever seen. It's bigger than it's bigger than Sal. It's probably a 20-foot tall cylinder, and with a 10-foot diameter situation.
My goodness.
And he's just this will be the baby. It actually says the baby on the side of it.
The baby?
We have all the intentions of creating a citizen out of this. Imagine its size. It's just standard battery. And he holds one up, and it's about the size of a thermos situation. And it's just but this will be able to... Go ahead.
Honks just thinks he knows what he's talking about and says, "You're gonna throw that in the lake?"
No. No. There is a turtle of great size. You may have heard of it. Some people call it, I think they call it Paul. I can't remember what I named it. It's just we have the intention of hijacking that turtle, recreating it in our image with this. Imagine it. A loyal follower the size of a city that can travel all over this great world.
Thing would be untamed.
Oh no, with this, I will have complete control. All that is necessary is here. That, and if I could just ask for a little bit of help in you all help me grab this creature. It's gonna take a significant amount of work, and I could certainly use your help on this one, Bobert, with your many soldiers. And your
What would be
prodigious
the-
strength. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say, what would be the tip for this tat?
I mean, with a creature that strong and that powerful, and that large, if the Wander crew does decide to step out of line again, we could easily set them back to 0.
Plants can't wrap around the baby, can they, and grow off of it?
Oh, no, we have put that to we were very worried about that. They came into the city and we had to quickly snag our mana battery back. I'm terribly sorry about that, Sal. I did not mean to wreck your city. We were only experimenting with what the mana battery does to plant life, and let me tell you, it gets a little out of control.
Yes, as I've seen.
I think he writes you a check. He's just like, oh, again, terribly sorry about that, and slides payment for it over.
Sal does the weird, eye twitch thing. Licks his eye. Appreciate it.
Does this end poorly or well for our dear friend? Oh, ends positively for him.
I'm all for it.
Alright. Fuck. Alright. I thought that was gonna go bad. I was gonna crack the glass or something, but nope, I guess we're good.
I'm looking at it in Sal's point of view is if Gibbet tries to do this, he's interested to see what the Wander Crew does. And if the Wander Crew stops him, what they'll make off of it.
Fair enough. Alright, if anybody else has a scene they want to do, go for it. We don't need to follow the conventions of the thing, unless we like that better.
I was wondering, to the DM,
Sure.
how many pots does Sal have his fingers in?
Sal is currently working with the mob team. We know that. Sal has a small alliance. He has an alliance with Gibbet. He does not like Bobert, but he has a mutual respect for Tom Honks. And he could definitely have some fingers in other pies if you want. Which pie are you looking for?
I have a feeling that Sal is hiring and assigning people to go to all the locations that the Wander Crew visits.
To study or
To spy on the crew first and foremost. And secondly, if they can, maybe help the crew to get in their good graces, to kind of do what we're doing with Tisk here.
Oh, we're planting friendly NPCs.
Yes. You see, it's real easy for the crew to get attached to the random people that they meet out there on the
It's so
wild
easy.
adventures.
Let Sal right now, Kole. I'm asking Kole this one. Give me the name of one of the. Tell me one, if you can remember a single NPC that they have met recently, that I can make a traitor. You can message that to me. You don't have to actually send. You don't have to say it
Secret
out.
DM, secret DM,
Secret
Yeah,
DMs.
I'll-
Yeah, secret
secret.
DMs.
I'll DM you.
Yeah, all right.
Keep it secret.
So we know. This is the fucking positive. We all know that this is
Oh,
the
this
positive.
is
but
so good. I love this shit.
Oh my god.
The intrigue, the mystery.
One of the NPCs that they have
Vindication.
already met is a traitor. It's so good. Oh my god.
I gotta
Too
guess.
good. It's too good.
You see, simply, Sal's playing the very long game here.
Oh my god, I love that. This game is so great. We play a great game. So yeah, Sal's just like nodding along as like Major General's like pointing out where he has been putting spies and stuff. It's just like they were here and we like recorded and we lost track of them once they got the folks on. But we already know that Sal has not lost track of them when he got the folks on because he knows that they're there. He hired assassins. So Sal is obviously further reaching than the modern Major General is. Also, for the record, in case anybody was wondering, Sal has the strength of a demigod. Sal is a demigod.
So he's like Kingpin. He's like, okay, whatever, he's a big fat guy, but then he just like punches Spider-Man for no reason. You're just like, how the fuck does he do that?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oof. That was a really good turn. Any of you think got an idea for another one? I can always like loft one up to you if you guys want to. Like I've always got like
Remind me what the Guardians are.
the Guardians are the statues that are guarding the edge of the waterfall. They were put there by the Delvin, which are the Oni craftsmen, and the Holt, which are the outer folk. It is there so like there's no fence stopping the water or anything, but your ships never go over the edge because that is the enchantment. Like a ship cannot accidentally go over that waterfall. That's what the Guardians are there for. There is like very strong ancient magic there.
So another quick DM question to kind of I'm kind of thinking. So I'd like to. I don't know if I want to. It probably a scene with the table, but I've got a card here, and I think maybe we could enter in another little pawn in this huge chess game.
Absolutely.
Let's just say I threw maybe no good segue to it, but you know, in terms of all of our political goals and all of our, you know, power grab goals and all of our wealth-based goals, Tisk is gonna, because he maybe doesn't have the means himself, but he's got a map to a hidden treasure, and I think he's ready to lay it out. And it's somewhere maybe on seasonal.
All right, absolutely. Here, let me give you the seasonal map real quick. I'm loading up the wrong thing. I'm looking for it in like character sheets and it's not there. All right. Do we have any idea what this treasure is?
I think it is rather than like some sort of hoard of like valuable treasure, like precious gems or gold or anything like that. I think it is a weapon.
Oh. All right.
Some sort of. I'm not talking weapon of mass destruction, but it's something that's going to. It's like we're going to tip the balance of power here. And I know where it is because I've got this treasure map.
All right.
How
Yeah.
does this treasure map look? Is it like written instructions? Are there just depictions of
Oh,
locations?
it's vague as fuck. It's like it's seeking the Holy Grail kind of like clues and bullshit and nonsense. It's gonna take work. But it's legit. We're gonna find for real a big source of power.
Okay, let me add.
And it doesn't even say what the weapon is, but trust me, it's good.
I have something that third person might know, but the rest of us won't in terms of like what it is.
Sure.
A very reputable client. A notable treasure hunter and archaeologist brought this fine map through. It's not something that they were able to decipher themselves. But they were hard on their luck and they saw fit to leave it in my care.
I'm gonna give this one a positive one again.
I think this one is the genuine article.
Because positive means that it is the genuine article. Like, we know that this is a real treasure map.
I'm sorry, not the genuine. It is the genuine article.
Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks.
I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. I didn't know Pony was here. That's just a little genuine joke for everybody. How did it land? No? It's cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was muted. I was laughing the whole time.
I'm sure. Absolutely. Yeah, fuck yeah. Like, we got a villain treasure map. We got... Oh my god, what's that weapon gonna be? Alright, so Bobert or Honks, what you guys got?
I'll need some inspiration.
Alright, so... And like, if I give you a scene, you can tell me if you want it positive or negative. You can end it positively or negatively. So I'm thinking, Honks, like, you got your disguise still. Like, you can make it into and out of Silver Thimble. Maybe you've even started, like, you're living at the secret recipe, but you are, like, driving taxi around the city, around Silver Thimble. Like, you're staying at the secret recipe. You take the ferry in to work. You get in your cab, and like, mostly,
It's a green car.
It's a green car, absolutely. All the cabs in the city are green. We're not sure why we decided on that one, but mostly, like, people recognize, like, nod to the taxi driver as Tom Honks is your designated driver. He's who gets all of you guys home when you drink too hard at the diving bell. So he's learned a lot of your secrets. Like, if that's a fun setup for you, you want to do a scene where, like, you're driving, like, after you, like, taking notes of what you've learned of people spilling, and we can say anybody in the chat, like, you guys, like, what kind of drunken secrets have you said in the back of Tom Honks' car?
I camp right by the diving bell most nights.
But, like, while they're coming up with the stuff, do you want to tell me what you think that Tom Honks has heard?
Things at the bell Tom Honks has heard. He's gotten a pretty good grasp on, like, the intercrew relationships. You know, who's getting into the cab with each other, and end of night stories they're telling along the way.
Absolutely. You've heard, like, some of them have definitely let it slip that it was recently in all hands and that they are currently in the process of redistributing like, people into different ranks and into different departments. And, like, that's interesting information that you could share with the table, as right now might be considered a moment of weakness for them while they are switching over. Also, you've heard that thus far, Krieg is running unopposed in his mayoral election.
You. So, what if scenario, or just in case, or
Sorry, go ahead.
are you kicking this off right away? I say to Modern Major General.
Oh, this is a little time sensitive. We gotta get it just right. But like, the sooner the better. We could get this installed directly into we get it installed into the brainstem of such a large creature. Even this, emotions to it, isn't nearly so big that it would be impossible to get into it wouldn't go unnoticed. So we have to strike decisively. We need to know where this strange turtle creature is, get on him, get him captured. And as soon as we do that, slap the baby on him and we're good to go.
I don't want to speak out of turn, so to speak, but I couldn't help but think about that unopposed mayoral run of, our good friend Krieg. And, Baba, you ever thought about running for office? We've said those Wander crew, they do love the eccentric.
Major General nods and he looks over at Bobert. He's just like, yes, if your home is still Bobert's Casino and Spa, you are still a citizen of the Silver Thimble, yes? Imagine setting up one of us as their mayor.
And even if Krieg were to win, I'd be right there.
Yes, but we don't need a wild card such as Krieg. And there's so much dirt on him already, all we need to do is pass the information out. We won't need to lie. We won't need to, force it.
Yeah, pass the information, pass it!
We'll pass the... Absolutely.
A smear campaign!
A smear campaign, how delightful!
It's the perfect plan.
We'll bury that lizard under the truth. The weight of his own crimes. And then, with Bobert as mayor, we can fully establish a power grid based on the mana batteries. They said it themselves, and he pulls out his secret file again. It's just right here. And it states that K, the science officer, previous science officer, I assume that they have changed due to the redistributing of officers, says right here that they do not want the HTML crew to be involved in any way with the governing of their city. Once we take over their city, we'll have access to all that fantastic technology. He looks over at Bobert. Bobert, do you think you could be up to this task?
I would love to. And with my strong base that I have, that just continuously grows, I don't see any issues.
The voting! We have the voting! You have all those flamingos! Can we make sure that they all placed into the city?
Oh yes, we can definitely make arrangements for that to happen.
Oh, this is a delight. I'm also gonna add this. This is positive again for Honks. it's just like, oh. All right. So,
Yeah.
go ahead. Are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Bobert, for your final scene, if you want, we can just have the conversation about you becoming the mayor as it, if that's what you would like to do.
Yeah, I'm all for it.
All right.
Can we work on going on an adventure for this treasure as collateral?
Oh yeah, it's just like, oh, do we? It's like Tisk. So I'm setting this up. Bobby, you tell me if it's a positive or negative ending. And Major General looks over at Tisk and he's just like, would the hidden weapon help us in this plan, or is that a separate situation? Do we use the treasure and, well, the taking over of the baby Paul as a backup plan? Do we set these up separate? Or do we do everything at once and be a little bit distracted?
I think we need that treasure to back up our existing plans, but it's hard to say.
Absolutely.
So it just says here, and he fidgets with the map for like a good deal of time. He's like pointing and scurrying, and he's just it says here the treasures of unspeakable power, but it doesn't talk about what it is. But I know it's gonna be a good deterrent. It's gonna be an ace in the hole, so to speak. As he like demonstrably pulls like an ace of spades right out of his sleeve, and you're all just like, where the fuck did that come from?
That kind of stuff is gonna get you kicked out of a casino one day.
Just not mine. I think
Gambling casinos never touch the stuff.
Oh, you really seemed like the type that might.
No, just do it for fun. Just for fun. Just a friendly game.
All right, okay. So, what do you think Bobert's ultimate goal is? Do you think Bobert is more interested in the treasure than the setup, or what do you want? What do you think Bobert wants to do, Rob?
The setup.
Okay, so the mob thing, it's just like, I'm going to give you a negative card, but only because like stacking negative is actually good. This means like it's good for you.
All right, I'll take it.
All right, so this is our last scene, everybody. And then we're gonna add up all of our points, and it'll give us an ending. And I did write new endings for it too, so it's not like you guys don't have the stock ones. All right, does anybody have a final scene? It's like, I think Major General is like putting all the files together, and he is asking his assistant, which is a squirrel named Lithium. She comes in and he's like, could you make copies of all of these to hand out to my wonderful party here? And she takes them and walks away. I didn't want to make Lithium like an assistant. Now I feel like shit. But yeah, when he's just like, all right, when she comes back, you all will have all of the information that I have on the Wander crew. I'm keeping a little bit to myself. You understand. I'm sure you all have secrets from me. Or you all think you do. But and then he's just like, so what is the first step? How is the plan moving forward? It's just like, Sal, can I count on your assistance to gain power over this turtle creature? Or do you have to mull this one over?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Sal. I was asking if I could have your reassurance that you will help me in taking out this Paul and capturing this giant creature. And I'm sure we could use some of Bobert's soldiers. Not too many, don't want to cost you the election.
If I must, I can provide a little leeway.
Excellent.
Just
Honks,
be
this-
certain to bring all good things back to me, you hear?
Absolutely. Like we will have this. We will split this 5 ways. I am making a concerted effort to have ourselves our own little parliament, if you will. Like we will run this side of the world. The 5 of us. I don't feel like that's too out of the question. We can all share and share alike, can we not?
If Bobert gets the thimble, I get consonant back.
I think that sounds fair. How do you think that sounds, Bobert? Will
I'll take it.
The flamingos will leave consonant back in the control of Tom Honks in exchange for helping make sure Bobert wins this election.
No, don't forget about Tisk. I still get to run my shops.
Of course, Tisk, of course. I'm sure Bobert wouldn't run you out of the city. We all need your goods.
Yeah, we're all good friends, good friends.
In fact, should Bobert not want you there, I'm open to having you open a store in Dyad.
Most gracious. Most gracious.
Once we become seasoned political... Oh wait, what do they call them when you help somebody win a race in an election? Shit, I was just thinking about this the other day.
Contributor?
Not contributor, like the people, like the...
A lobbyist?
A lobbyist sounds about right. Once we're all very fine political lobbyists, we can help you with your reedy problem.
Yes, the frog.
This is the frog has had the ear of Bobert a lot lately. Bobert, how stands Reedy? Do you find him pliable to our will?
Oh yes, and if not, we can make it happen, I'm sure, with the 5 of us together.
Yes, alone in that city. The Wander crew not there to protect him.
I hear he stands wide and uncomfortably due to all that venereal disease.
I have also heard that he is rife with syphilis. Alright, somebody tell me if this alliance is actually good or bad. Like negative if it's gonna fall apart immediately, positive if nope. Alright, some people do not trust this alliance, but Major General believes that you are all on board. For the record, I'm gonna have the worst ending because I got two positives and 2 negatives, so it's gonna be terrible for me.
Most of us just have 1 card.
Yeah, and I was trying to keep it that I liked the fact that it kept it was sounding like it was staying that way. So we all get good endings instead of the shit 0 ones. Except for me. I'm boned.
Alright.
Good.
Aw,
The baby.
the baby. Alright, who would like to do their last scene?
The baby.
I would like to do a scene that takes place after the meeting and kind of in the future.
Okay. What do we got?
It's dark, rainy night in the thimble. Must be corner and phone booth that being set up through the communications network. Free gets a call saying, meet at this place, this time, have what you want, it'll cost you. And then the phone hangs up. And that is Honks, giving Krieg first refusal on this, let's say, edited audio recording.
Absolutely. It's Toast in the chat right now. I don't need you to join the call, Toast, but you tell me if that went positively or negatively. It's like, I want like positive if Krieg trusts Honks enough to take that information. And negative if Krieg still doesn't trust Honk and just throws the information away.
I picture it using like a voice modifier.
Oh, okay, all right. So yeah,
Not knowing it's
either way,
Honks.
not knowing it's
An
Honks,
anonymous call.
Oh, okay. For that one, roll me a 20-sider real quick. I know we haven't used them a lot, but like I thought maybe we would be able to just use one to see if. Yeah, okay. The voice mod worked just fine. So you got an anonymous call. Does Krieg go and pick up the information? I feel like this one I couldn't actually like choose how it went. Oh yeah, absolutely. You can go just go pick it up. But you did take it. Alright, so yeah, that's positive for Honks. Honks is doing great. We just see Krieg.
But now Krieg has all this recorded audio.
Yeah, absolutely.
He left out a lot of his contribution.
Oh, of course, you got a doctorate. All right, Sal, Bobert, or Tisk. What are your final scenes?
What's going on with those gibbet bodies? Is that an appropriate time to flush that out?
Oh yeah, we can do that for sure.
Yeah.
And I think we have a moment in this where we're all like getting our tea and stuff and sitting back down after seeing the baby, and Major General just leans over to Tisk and he's just like, now, some of my men were in the Undercity hunting a rather elusive target. I believe one of the officers, Joaquin, was shot and hurt. I've got that information, and I'm pretty positive Joaquin destroyed them. Like, I've heard stories of an amazing feat of just athleticism. Just real stand-up guy, that guy, except for killing my men. Now, the trick is, I don't know where he put the bodies. Have you come across any shallow graves in the Undercity, or anything washed up on the beaches lately?
No, haven't seen anything of the like.
That is distressing. We like to collect them. That is.
Is there something valuable or secret on those corpses that might need to be collected? I can certainly put a word out for those specific findings if they are not associated with the body.
And he's just like, I can trust you, can't I, Tisk?
Of course, you can always trust your good old friend Tisk.
Our suits are more than just a suit. They are a conduit. I am not this body. I am significantly more than this body. This body is not my first body. It won't be my last. We'll burn them out in time. But the suits help regulate that. And making the suits is a very timely and costly matter. And we have had 7 go missing in these last... And we managed to reclaim them most of the time. But there was a team of 4 that hunted in the plains that have gone missing. And I suspect foul play. And then with the addition of 3 men vanishing off this side of the seasonal, I find it very strange. I suspect that people might know our secrets. Could you keep an ear to the ground, looking out for if anybody is beginning to call any of the folks from Gibbet spirits? Just listen for that, would you? Could you?
Of course, you have my word.
And you will be reimbursed greatly for this.
I had another thought.
Yeah, hit me.
Since Sal and Honks were kind of in on it together, I could offer to have his part removed as well for a cost.
Oh, Sal, would you like to have your voice scrubbed from this recording?
Do what you wish.
No, it stays in.
Yeah. Some of them don't trust Sal anyway already, so... I think that went well for... I think that went positively again for Tisk. Like, he has... Major General has no suspicions that Tisk had anything to do with removing those bodies. And also got a little bit more secret information about the Gibbet folk. Like, Tisk knows that they are some kind of spirit. Doesn't know what that means, but he also knows that they're not alive. You guys have not seen, and you guys have been in this room for hours at this point. All of you eating pistachios, snacks, like, Bobert's on like his 18th cocktail, and just like giving, like, leaking information like a fucking sieve. But you have not seen Major General or any of the other folks from Gibbet eat or drink anything. Alright, Sal or Bobber, what you guys got for me? I can't offer scenes again, by the way.
I think after this meeting, Sal plans to do a couple things, but mainly he wants to slip a anonymous note into the silver thimble.
Okay. What's the note say? Or what's the note about? You don't have to tell me exactly what it says.
It's just going to have the simple phrase on... It's going to have a couple things. Just... be careful of your own home. And then you should look deeper for things of great power. And it's just going to be signed a friend.
Absolutely. Because I think that it goes positively as well, because like I can't think of a reason that it wouldn't, especially since you're teamed up with Honks there, that you guys are just fine. Just get it in that. So you're warning them to like about the map and that something else is going on.
Yeah, I'm trying to essentially get the Wander crew to start combating Bobert and the Major General to stir up enough craziness to advance my own plans.
Love it. Just stir the fucking pot.
Exactly. And, you know, it just so happens that the frog needs to stay alive here and there. So maybe hindering the Major General helps me. Bobert's kind of an asshole half the time. And I think he's getting a little too big for his britches.
What kind of pants is Bobert wearing, Bobert? Like, what are your britches?
Can't speak for everybody, but I like the idea of like bloomers or something.
Beautiful. All right. So Bobert, here's how I think your last scene is going, in my opinion. Like, let me know if you don't like it. I see Bobert just like one morning. This is the day after this. After this meeting, everybody has said goodbye. Everybody's like shaking hands with each other. That's why like Sal has gone and placed the letter. Honks is like getting ready to make the phone call. Not just yet, but like, because this is a clear day. It's not a rainy day yet. Tisk is nervously like fidgeting in the lever action. Major General is just staring at the baby, thinking that everything went perfectly to plan. And then we just get it. We get the scene of Bobert like coming out of the Bobert's Casino and Spa. And Bobert's Casino and Spa from the outside right now looks like it's been in like peak shape. No boarded up windows. It has always been like the best. There's a flock of flamingos outside, like gardening and like getting it all ready. Many people from the Silver Thimble are like looking at the city, being like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah, all right, yeah, it's always been open. Why haven't we come here?" And Bobert, you step out, and there's a podium set up, and there's a whole bunch of people. The people from all the papers are there, ready to like go, because you've made an announcement. You said that you're making a big announcement. Can you announce your candidacy for mayor?
Yeah, let's do that. So I'll go up to the podium and be like, "Ladies, gents, flamingos, I've been seeing many of things across Silver Thimble and other parts of the cities that I haven't been impressed with, and I look to make things better and even more better and better." And just totally butcher like a ridiculous like hockey speech. Just say I'm running for mayor.
You gave a negative, like a speech is just negative because you said you butchered it. Somebody's just like in the front of it, like Bobert, and there's like there's a otter woman like raising her hand, like trying to get you to call on her. Bobert, question. Noel from the Diving Bell Times. I've heard that you might be implicated in all of these dealings of... It says dream crystals here. We've had a nightmare uptick. What do you say about the accusations that you and the other flamingos are responsible?
I have no idea what you're referring to. I have no involvement in that, and I'm not going to speak any more on that subject at this time.
Bobert, over here. Excuse me, Bobert. You see a small mouse guy, and he's like, "Richard Stevens, Liminal Times. We're closed down, but we're getting it back going. Hi, we've heard that you and all of the other flamingos have been banished from Dyad. Like, you guys can't go back there. They also are stating that nightmare magic has had a big problem. I know you said that you're not going to talk on that. Let's ignore the nightmare magic part about it. What do you say about being banished from Dyad? Is that true?"
Sorry, I only speak to official news reporters.
Oh, okay. We're getting it back up. Oh. And there's tons of other people like just shouting. If any of you guys want to play a reporter asking him a question, this would be the time to ask Robert a question. But otherwise, I'm good.
Bobert, what do you plan to do with the Wander crew?
I think they're getting a little bit too big and out of control, and I think we need to be monitoring them more closely.
Bobert, again, over here. Noel, diving bell. You say that they're getting too big, and what do you say about Krieg running for, abdicating his office and running for mayor of this town?
I just think that I will be a better choice, and I just don't think that he's a trustworthy reptile.
I think everybody just mulls it over. Because you did say it was a floundering thing, your immediate thing did not land perfectly, but it did not. Everybody knows that Bobert's running for mayor now. Okay.
Bobert.
Oh, no.
Is Bobert's Casino and Spa open for business?
Can it be?
Absolutely.
Then yes, it is. Enjoy.
Everybody loses their mind, and you just see a rush of the reporters and everybody going back in and looking around, and it is so much better than it was before now. It's got up-to-date machines. The cigarette machines are amazing now, if you like cigarettes. They've got a whole section for candied cigarettes too, which I forgot that I was going to have Rupert smoking a candy cigarette during the Western game. And by smoking it, I mean just constantly eating candy cigarettes. So yeah, Bobert's Casino and Spa up and running again. And now we get to figure out how we actually ended. So go ahead and flip over the rest of your cards. Flip.
Yeah, just these two or everything?
All of them. All four of them.
Blue 13.
Blue 13.
You guys both got blue 13? You did both get blue 13. That's wild. I got red 2, I think? No, I got red 5. Tisk got blue 14. And Bobert got red 12? Wait, no, that's not 12. That's 11. Red 11. All right. Give me 1 second. Let me read you guys. All right. So 2 blue 13s, right? Okay. All right. So it's all right for the 2 blue 13. So for the pair of you, you got away clean enough, but you'll be looking over your shoulder for a while. So you guys are clear. Nobody saw what you two did. Nothing is coming back to you for dropping off the information or dropping off the recorded information from Tom Honks. You guys are both in the clear.
Nah.
It says Boomtown for Tisk. You made it out like a bandit. You got plenty of resources and the world is your oyster. For now. I got dead man walking. Someone will surely spend hard time in prison assuming you survive. You're all ruined and no one will forget your name. So I think Gibbet's gonna have a bad time.
Is there going to be a baby leak?
I think so. Or they know that you guys are doing it. And now, sorry, you got a red 11. Tainted. You'll be remembered, but not in a good way. There's a permanent mark against you now. So...
I think that's already a thing.
Right? I think that's just gonna count against you as you're running for mayor. There's already a negative Is Ez
Like
still there?
I bet the nightmare situation keeps coming up.
I am still here, yeah. Just
Okay.
listening.
Yeah, excellent. I think the nightmare thing keeps coming up. Like they will not let that go. So
Any good point you make is just like, yeah, but then the nightmares.
That's exactly how I'm seeing it for sure. Like they're just gonna like keep bringing that up. It's just like, yeah, but you totally said grab him by the pussy on the recording. Sorry, the fucking fire truck goes flying down. But yeah, so yeah, you two got away completely. That's really funny that you guys got away clean. And that was actually just what it says when you guys get that.
All
And then-
part of the plan.
All part of the plan. But fucking Tisk, your shop is so fucking stocked, and you are in such a good position to like literally turn on anyone. Like
To sorry, phrasing.
what fair?
To double cross anyone, you mean?
Yeah.
Not to turn
make
on it or turn on anyone. Yeah.
I'm not saying it just says Boomtown.
right.
That's all it just says Boomtown. You made out like a bandit. You got plenty of resources, and the world is your oyster.
Does that mean you found a hidden treasure yourself?
I don't have that kind of know-how. I'm fucking useless.
All right. Yeah, so that is the end of Heathens as like you guys we end on a shadowy figure leaving a phone booth as Krieg and Professor I'm going to assume Krieg and Nickel go and pick up this information that's got a recording of everybody except for Honks on it, like discussing what they're going to do. But because of the way that it ended for Gibbet, I think the main part that they are going to be focused on is like stopping Gibbet from doing this with Paul, if that's cool with you guys. Like that does seem like the biggest threat, and Bobert as a second threat. But so far, Tisk and Sal come out like bandits, though, and Honks is just like not even in the conversation for them.
Exactly. Honks is the inside man.
Mm-hmm.
So let's
Double dipping.
And Tisk is like triple dipping.
I'm dipping everywhere.
Sal's got fucking fingers in all the pies, which is that's a lot of like food talk or gross. So what has happened this game? All in all, we know that Bobert is running for mayor, and if he wins, he leaves Consonant alone and moves into the Silver Thimble again. He's never left the Silver Thimble. Tisk is playing both sides incredibly well, although incredibly nervously. I think they're playing it incredibly well, but nobody knows. Like, Tisk doesn't know he's doing a good job. Tom Honks is a cab driver for the Silver Thimble, currently staying in the secret recipe. And our cabs are all green. We know that now. Like, Sal has had dealings with everybody, and nobody seems to hate Sal, despite Sal very much disliking Bobert, mostly. But he's also going to, like, turn traitor on Gibbet. Gibbet is doing terrible. All of this secret information is being leaked to the party. Like, you guys will know immediately that Gibbet is moving against you. Like, directly against you. It's like time to shore up your defenses.
It's like tell me something Joaquin doesn't know as he puts his eye patch on every morning.
I just picture there's gonna be a time where like the Major General's looking at Sal like, why? And Sal's just like, power at any cost.
And then just eats him. Oh my god, I love Fiasco. Thank you guys for coming and playing this game, because I really like it's so good at world building. Like, because like now I know these characters are fleshed out characters. Also, look at how Nika drew all the characters. I love them. Look at Tisk and Sal. Look at them. Oh, and obviously the Mod Major General. I wasn't looking over there.
Yeah, no, Tisk is beautiful.
I
What
like
a beautiful disaster.
his like shiny eye when he talks. Oh, it's so good.
It's the way his eyelid comes up on the he smiles with his eyes when he's talking.
He definitely does. I'm not sure how you smile with a beak, so
Yeah, you
That
don't.
makes
I think
sense.
you do it with your eyes, which is
but yeah. So now we know that stuff about it. Sal, not the best guy, but not a bad guy. Tom Honks looking for a redemption arc himself. Bobert running for mayor. Tisk playing all the sides. So yeah,
You
There
know,
we go.
there's just NPCs that may or may not be betrayers.
oh my god, I am looking out for that fucking message. When you send that to me, I'm gonna love it. Cause I'm gonna roll with that so hard. And don't just limit it to one. Go ahead and send me whoever you think might be traitors working for Sal. Yeah, Nika did them like Nika did Tisk, Sal, and the Mod Major General. Like she got up at like 1 and started those. So
yeah,
Good.
absolutely insane.
thank you guys for coming and playing this game. We knew exactly who we wanted to play all of the characters, and we're like, God, I sure hope we can get Ez to play Tisk. And then Nika was just like, asked Ez when we can get him to play. And then it's just like, and Ez was just like, whenever you need us. I was like, good. We're using the hell out of you. Didn't mean for it to be 2 days in a row, but we really wanted.
you know, it's I'm here to please.
I appreciate it, and you always do. You just had a conversation with yourself for a while, and everybody just ate it up.
I'm looking forward to the Billiam Royce game.
The Billiam Royce game. Yesterday I put Juris and Nickel in the same scene. It's just like we have so many players playing so many they all have their own characters that they love. It's just like, how about we give all of them 2 characters? Just keep throwing characters at you all until you get sick of it. Alright, so with that, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm going to say goodbye. We've got the next game is on Friday, right?
Nope,
Not
Friday's, I think so. Friday is Riddles, I believe.
Yeah, Friday is Riddles. Look forward to that game. That game is going to be sick.
We have Riddles, Part of Your World, and Broken Mirrors this coming weekend, which are all gonna be heckin' solid, and I really look forward to them.
Yeah, don't read into Part of This World's
don't
title that much. Don't read into
about
that one too much.
It's completely unrelated. Alright,
I've
so
never
we
used
will see you all on Friday. Thank you all so much for doing this stuff for us, and for playing the game, and for apparently enjoying it. We heckin' appreciate that.
We really do.
Bye
Yeah.
forever.
Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye forever.